This camera right here may be the future of point of view filming. It's a palm-sized powerhouse that can shoot in 4K and literally be mounted on anything. So let's unbox it, review it, and check it out. So now that we've gotten the plastic wrap out of the box, let's go ahead and take it out of its sleeve. As you can see, we've got this plain black box, and when you open it up, we've got a lot to dive into here. So first things first, we got the Insta360 Go Ultra. Set that there. And then some accessories. We've got the pivot stand, as well as the quick release mount. And then lastly, in the bottom of the box, we've got a mini 2-in-1 tripod. I've been on the hunt for a while now for some sort of compact camera that I can use that shoots in 4K. And when I saw the announcement video for this Insta360 Go Ultra, I had to get it. It's got so many different features and things you can do with it, which we're gonna break down in today's video. And by the end of this video, I bet this camera is gonna blow your mind like it did mine. So here we have the brand new Insta360 Go Ultra, and man, is this thing crazy. So let's go ahead and start by taking off all this plastic wrap around this camera. Pop it right there. I've honestly tried and had a lot of different cameras, but I don't think I've been as excited for a new camera as I have with this one. So we've got the box right there, and it slides out just like so. And man, look at this thing. It's so small. Holy smokes, the presentation on this thing is crazy. So here it is, the brand new Insta360 Go Ultra. I mean, you can already tell just by this alone, I mean, it's smaller than the palm of my hand. So getting into some of the details in the packaging, we've got a quick start guide here. We've got some Insta360 stickers, warranty card, safety guidelines, and then we've got the camera itself. So let's pop that open and take this bad boy off. Oh, it was just magnetically stuck. Look at this. That is crazy. Open it up, and here we're gonna have probably a couple more accessories. So we've got the charger itself, USB-C, which is great because all tech products nowadays are going to USB-C. And then the next thing we've got is some sort of magnetic strap. Ooh. And then we've got the actual camera mount itself, plus some sort of clip. All right, so now that we've got all the accessories cleaned up, there's a lot to unpack with this camera. So right off the bat, as you can see, this is the camera itself, and this is the case that it comes with that you can set the camera inside of. So obviously when it's in its case, it looks more like a traditional camera, but the unique thing about this is that you can take it out of its case, and you can use this as a portable monitor when you're filming with this camera. But for now, let's put it in its case as we go through some of the features and details. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the plastic off the lens, pull that off. Oh, that's always so satisfying. And then I'm gonna peel off the screen protector on the back. I don't know if there's anything more satisfying than that. And so here we have it. Let's go ahead and power it on. Hold down the power button on the side. There we go, powering on, English. All right, so we finally got it on and activated, and here it is. So as you can see, we've got this flip up screen right here that just basically pulls just like that, and now you have a full flip up screen so you can watch yourself filming like this, or you can put it down and remove the camera like so. And now you have a portable monitor to see what you're filming with your camera. So diving into the specs and details of this camera, the first thing that we're gonna get into is the lens itself, which this right here was the #1 reason on why I actually purchased this camera. It has a 156-degree wide angle lens on it, meaning when it captures content, you can see my hand from over here and over here. So just taking some initial footage right now as I'm talking, you can see my hand all the way over here, as well as my hand all the way over here. And then when we flip it around to kind of go vlog style, you can see how wide this thing actually is. You can see from this wall all the way over to this wall. I mean, look at that. Then to give another example of just how wide it is, obviously I'm gonna show some different gadgets and accessories that are gonna help with mounting for a POV angle. But if I take it and put it on my chest and walk around this entire room, you can just see how wide it is. I mean, you're literally seeing the entire room, and I'm barely walking a circle. The next feature that we're gonna get in with this is it actually has a 1/1.28 sensor inside this mini camera, which makes your image or video that you're taking much better in a low light scenario. So for example, if I turn off these two lights in front of me, obviously you can see now that it's dark in this room, but the sensor makes it enhanced so it doesn't look as dark as it actually is. Because if we switch to this camera, you can see how dark it is, but then going to this camera, it actually looks pretty light. And that's because of the sensor inside of this thing. As far as video quality goes, you can shoot in multiple different modes. So if you swipe up right here on the camera, you can see that for resolution, we've got 4K, 2.7K, and 1080p, as well as you can go from 24 to 30 or even 60 frame rate, which a camera this small shooting at 4K 60 frame rate is crazy. So to show some differences between the frame rate, I'm gonna do a little side-by-side comparison. So this right here is 1080p at 30 frames per second. Then this right here is 2.7K at 30 frames per second. And then this right here is 4K at 60 frames per second, which obviously is gonna be the clearest and smoothest quality. When it comes to the capabilities that you can do with this camera, you don't just have to record video. So if you push this button on the side, you can actually go from video mode over to photo mode, which then from there you can shoot 50 megapixel pictures right from this thing. Or if you wanted to, you could pull screen captures from your video and they would be clear enough to post as is. There's obviously other modes you can do, from photo to video to pure video to free frame video to toddler titan to time shift to time lapse to loop recording to slow motion to star lapse and even burst photos. This camera also has an amazing built-in microphone right inside of this thing. So we're gonna do a little test. Obviously the mic that I'm using right now is a DJI mic mini, which is clipped onto my hoodie, and that's what you're hearing right now. So now I just unplugged my mic directly from my Canon R5, so you're hearing the audio directly through my camera. And then I'm filming myself selfie right now, and this is the audio that you're hearing directly from the Insta360 Go Ultra. I mean, for a mini camera, this audio is crazy. I could go on and in depth with the amount of features that this has, but this next feature right here is crazy. So this next feature is going to be the built-in internal stabilization. So basically what that means is inside of this camera, it has a feature that stabilizes the footage. So if you're someone that has shaky hands or is moving around a lot, you don't have to worry, because this thing internally stabilizes that footage. So I'm going to do a little POV test right here. I'm going to start filming on this camera, and I'm basically going to walk around my room and show you how stable the footage is. And then I'm going to run around the room and show you still how stable the footage is. And then I'm going to run around the room and move my hand up and down, and you're gonna see how stable the footage stays. So first, let's go ahead and walk around my room. Do a little 360 like this. And then next, we're gonna jog around the room. Just like this, still staying stable. And then I'm gonna jog again and move my hand up and down, and you're gonna see how stable it is. Check this out. I mean, if that's not a selling point as is, I don't know what is. When it comes to overall speed and charging of this camera, you can charge from 0 to 80% in 12 minutes, which is absolutely crazy, especially if you're on the go all the time. And when you're at 100% battery, you can film for up to 200 minutes long. That's definitely a lot of footage you can take off of one battery. Enough of the specs for the moment, now let's talk accessories. So obviously I got the creator bundle, which comes with a couple extra accessories than if you were to just buy the camera itself. But in my opinion, if you're gonna spend what you're gonna spend just for the camera, then you might as well upgrade to the creator bundle, which was like $40 or $50 more. So starting off, we've actually got this pivot stand, which your camera hooks onto the end, and then you have a suction cup on the other side that lets you clamp onto anything. So let's open it up, rip it open, just like that. So obviously you've got your mount itself right here, and then this piece is just gonna screw onto the back of it, just like so. And then all you're gonna do is remove your camera from the case itself, and then you can just mount your camera by magnetic connection to the back of this mount, just like that. So then you could stick it on anything, and it also can rotate in any angle. Oh no, that suction's really good. Oh, we got it. Getting into our next accessory, we have this quick release mount. So let's rip it open and see what's inside. Man, they package this like crazy. Okay, so basically just looks like another little magnetic mount you can stick right here. And then you can attach the bottom of this mount to maybe like a bike or some sort of head strap, and then you can just mount it like that and it sits right on it. Getting into our next accessory, I was looking forward to this one a ton. So it's basically a magnetic strap that you can put around your neck like so, and the camera can literally stick to it. Look at that. So what I would actually do is tuck it inside my shirt like this, and then I can mount it right through my hoodie, so then I have a perfect POV angle. I mean, look at that. It's obviously bigger than my microphone that I'm wearing right here, but from afar, it looks like I could just be rocking a mic. It's that small. Getting into our next accessory, this one's definitely pretty unique. So here we actually have a magnetic hat clip. So all you have to do is stick this clip right on your hat like so, and then you're gonna take the camera itself and literally mount it right on your hat. So as you can see, we have a perfect POV shot. You can angle it down more, or you can actually face it up more, and you have a higher POV shot. I mean, this thing is so cool. Then getting into our next accessory, we have this mini 2-in-1 tripod, which you can never go wrong with a tripod, let alone a mini one like this. So opening it up, just like so, pulling it out, and so here it is. We've got this super mini tripod. So basically what we're gonna do to set it up is we're gonna take that quick release mount that I showed you earlier, and we're gonna stick it on top of the tripod like so, screw it in right here on the side, just like this, nice and tight, and then we're gonna take our camera, and it's literally just gonna stick on just like that. And then from there, it obviously extends crazy long. You can tilt it like this, up and down. And then to get the tripod aspect of it, you just pull these rubber things at the bottom, and you've got 3 little legs, so you can prop it up like this, push the camera up, and then you have a perfect tripod that you can use on the go. And then to put it back down, you just push these up, bring this down, and you're good to go. I've been using this thing all week long since I got it last Saturday. And man, when I tell you this thing is awesome, it really is awesome. Here's what it looks like when I was going to grab some coffee, as well as getting some food at this restaurant, utilizing it inside my content room, just getting some cool POV shots, as well as this is what it looked like when I was driving. Even brought it to get some angles while I was getting a haircut. But let me know your thoughts. Is this something you would find useful and be able to use on a weekly or even daily basis? Because in my opinion, if you're a content creator like me or just like to capture daily moments, this thing is an absolute game changer. But until next time, see you in the next video.